JBL Tour 2 Pro. What can I say? It's right up there competing with the Apple AirPod Pro 2. Similar price, around $250. It has all the expected features that you would expect when you're comparing to the Apple AirPods 2 as well. You have the Qi charger, you have the gestures on the controls, and so on. You have actually higher IPX on the JBL IPX5 versus IPX4 compared to Apple. But really, what really is going to stand out is going to be the features on that touch display. But size-wise, as you can see, they are relatively similar size. Maybe the JBL is a bit chunkier because of that touchscreen. And otherwise, it's easy to use and very portable. I worry about scratching, so you might want to get a case for it, just in case. But as you can see, the screen is really quite super. You have the ability to control the stop next. You can control the volume from there. The full display, you can see actually the battery percentage of each from the case, as well as the headphones. You actually can get, when you pair it with the Bluetooth, you can get notifications from your phone directly there if you get an email or message and so on. So that's useful. The equalizer, you have many options if you want to change presets like jazz and so on, or bigger bass. So those are quite interesting. You have a flashlight. Not really sure how useful that is, but it's there. You have the Find My Buds, which is also quite useful. Uh, Obviously, the Apple does that as well. You can see how loud it is. As you can hear, it's not that great, but I mean, depends how far you dropped it. You don't have that chip where you're able to actually locate your JBL AirPods like the Apple one. If you actually lose the whole case, you can go and find my items, find it. So that's a con if you want to compare it to what you're paying for. The features on it, though, however, is quite superb, especially the spatial audio, especially the noise cancellation, ANC, and so on. All these presets are interesting. When you go to the app, you're going to realize that you can actually do a lot more customization on those presets if you want to have your own customization of how you want the sound to come in. You can also have your custom background page if you really background picture if you really want. So this is the app. As you can see, you have really a lot of personalization there on the equalizer level. You have the spatial audio also feature works really great. The gestures on each of the right side or left side earbuds, and you can see there are limited options there. You can do some customization gestures, but not much. I think one of the biggest cons is you have no volume control on these. But then again, so does Apple's AirPod Pro. Also, you have no volume control on gestures, but at least you have some options you can play around there if you really wanted to. Otherwise, it's quite limited there. Voice aware is an interesting feature. It's not that great. It's mostly if you're trying to speak to somebody and you want to lower the volume or mute it for a while. Smart audio and video, it's just not really that interesting. I would glance over it. The Silent Now is just kind of just to let the device just shut up for a little bit while you take care of business, I guess, and then concentrate, eliminate all the sounds, and then just relax. But as you can see, the noise cancellation here, you have several options from adaptive ANC, which works really great, really up there when you compare it to the Apple AirPod Pro 2 when you're noise canceling. It fits quite well in the ear. Actually, you can really see the quality when it comes to audio sound on these. You have again some of these same options we went over. We can set up the spatial sound more towards games or music or movies. I didn't really see much difference there, but it's there. You can play with it. Autoplay and pause. That's a silent one I was telling you about, so you can live in a bubble for a little bit. Not really very useful, but it's a feature. See, here's the personalized sound amplification if you want it to be more towards one ear or another, and so on. Siri or Alexa, definitely don't go to Alexa. Voice prompt, you can check language, check my best fit, maximum volume limiter. Obvious, that's a Find My Pod. The smart case setting, that's what I find kind of interesting, but as you can see here, you can customize the brightness, you can change the screensaver, you can add your own screensaver, how long it stays on, messaging, notification and preview, very useful. Here's just a shortcut, you can remove and add any more you want, and as you can see, you can add any screenshot you want. So is it really a gimmick? Not so much. I mean, it does have definitely many pros and very few cons. If you want me to kind of give you the very short version of it, I mean, the touchscreen is great. There's no question about it. It has the full feature that you possibly need from the case. You never have to touch your phone. The equalizer is super. The battery life is actually better than the Apple AirPod 2 because you have 8 hours of use and 24 hours when you put it in the case to charge it, compared to the Apple only 6 hours instead of 8, and then 30 hours in the case, so you actually have more when you charge it through the case. Again, the water resistant, it's better on the JBL IPX5 instead of IPX4 compared to the Apple. Those are really the things that are a little bit different. I think the biggest con you probably can imagine would probably be related to the Find My Pod. If you actually lose the whole pod, and you can find it with the Apple one, with the Find My item, well, this one you can't. The Find My individual pods, the sound's not really that loud either. It's there, but I think if you lose it in grass or so on, it won't be loud enough to hear it. Is it worth it? Sure. I mean, it's a good option compared to the Apple AirPod Pro 2. It's similar in price, similar in quality, in sound quality, in ambient noise and pass-through and noise cancellation and so on. It's really just about that display, and is it really worth it? Yeah, I think if you're going to spend that much money, then I would get that for sure. Anyways, here's a list of all the pros and cons if you want to go over them. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer them for you.